Hey, Key.
What's
So
up, Key?
good to see you.
How's it going?
It's going well. How are you guys?
Good. Thank you so much for taking this time to really get together with us to be able to go over. We have some questions about your boot camp. We've heard nothing but amazing things from the brokers throughout the Exit Network, and we're pretty excited to potentially bring this to our agents.
And we know the couple that we have in the boot camp presently engaging, the two agents are doing well.
And very excited about it
yeah,
too.
so I got your flyer and, we just had some questions we wanted to run through with you.
Yeah, please.
So there's some basic questions, I think, which we'll start off with, and then there's some higher level questions.
Okay.
So, and don't take this the wrong way, but Susan and I are very intentional about really only putting amazing platforms in front of our agents. So we want to make sure it's the right fit. Good?
I totally get it. I'm right there with you.
All right. So the first thing, I guess, general question would be exactly how many weeks and how much time would it take our agents to be able to fully take advantage of this?
Well, think of it as the actual classes are 8 weeks, but you got to think about 2 weeks prior to get into the course, 2 weeks after to wrap up the course. So think of it as a 3-month program, but 8 weeks. It's called the 8-week program because you are live in a class with me for 8 weeks, 1 day a week.
Good. So you know what? You mentioned the 2 weeks to get into the course. I noticed you have some pretty significant comments about how to get in, and it seems pretty serious. Can you explain the obstacles?
Well, a lot of agents sometimes join a course not knowing what to expect. I want to eliminate that. I wanted to make sure they get the sense to know, why am I doing this? What is required of me? Is this for me? I mean, the most important question is this course for me? Does it fit where I am in my career? So this is why I have requirements, and we actually going to do an interview. We're going to talk to each other, and I'm going to give you assignment before the course, because if you're not going to take action on what you learn, why do the class?
Right.
Yeah, honestly, one of the attractions for me when Susan and I were discussing hiring you for this, which we appreciate, was like, I feel like this bold-faced print consistently through the message saying, like, if you don't show up, if you don't provide, if you don't do, or you don't want to do, you're out, right? So
the accountability factor, I think, is huge, right? Like, we know what gets measured gets done. We provide a lot of good content to our agents continuously, but getting them into activity and then being accountable for that activity and coaching them through that, those activities, I think, is brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, well, I love it too.
Susan, think about it. It's called a boot camp because accountability and activity have to be a part of it. If it was just a class where you're learning mentally and one day you will apply it, that's okay. There are classes like that a lot of people should take. This one was designed as a boot camp.
Good. Perfect. So the idea is to be uncomfortable to grow.
Yes.
I mean, so now, as far as the topics that you cover, there's a huge array of topics. Matter of fact, it gets me excited because, like, some of the stuff I'm really into, and I know it's not your common. Some of them are not your common topics for real estate training.
Correct.
Can you just give us a brief overview as to why you pick some of them and how it completes the picture, right?
Well, here's how I look at the world. On one hand, this is a business of people. We have to be with people, connecting with people. So it's a business of people. But the internet plays a big role in our connection with people. And our agents are limited to one thinking, Facebook, which is a container, but it's not the container. So our agents need to learn, how do I navigate the internet and prospecting to meet my sellers, my buyers? So the internet is not external. What you do face to face is not external. They are married together. That's why we talk about blogging. That's why we talk about spiders. What is spiders? Oh, you will learn in the class. That's why we talk about how to do videos and how to build your YouTube channel. That's why we talk about how to generate leads. All of those things are connected. So this is why it's 8 weeks, because we have to learn how to prospect cohesively.
You know, Key, I read your blog the other day about the marshmallow experiment, right? And honestly, we talked about that some time ago, but just self-discipline, the people with self-discipline accomplish more in our own business planning here. We've talked with the agents about if you don't have self-discipline, basically, we can't help you get anything done.
Correct.
So I love the fact that you're recommending a book for them on self-discipline and that's being incorporated into this whole class as well. So now, as we get ready to, put this in front of our agents, do we talk about cost now? Or
we could. Yeah. The cost is actually $1,000. It's actually $999.
Okay.
For exit, it's $699. But because this is sponsored and brought to you by your brokers, it's going to be $369. So the brokers are doing their part. The agents have to have skin in the game, which is $369. But also, I heard that you guys are going to add a bonus to their own expenditure.
Yeah.
But before we talk about money, I can tell you this. $369 is cheaper than the time you spend with me because you're going to go to a meat grinder, because to go to a next level, you have to bring a new self. You can't bring the same self to the next level. Right. So therefore, you should be thinking about how much time you have to give to it. This is not an easy course.
Right. I mean, the fact that you're talking about $369 with it for any reason, which by the way, we appreciate you bringing it and
my pleasure.
Making it affordable, of course. But for 12 weeks of anything, let alone you poured your heart into this, and clearly it's an amazing platform. So thank you.
You know, it's kind of like paying a personal trainer at the gym, right? You pay, you pay to get tortured, but you come out with a better self. So
it's like here's $20, kick my ass, right? It is.
But I'm a strategist, so I'll give you strategies. I'll give you ideas. If they choose to go through this, they will find a self in themselves they did not know.
Right. And I see that, and I love that about that. We want to take them to the next level, whatever that is for them.
Yes, correct.
Did you have any other questions?
I think that's it.
So yeah, just to recap, Key, Susan and I have decided that yes, agents do need a little skin in the game, but what we've decided to do from the broker standpoint, besides subsidizing the cost, is after the program's over, if they've completed it and received a certificate of completion from you, right? For every listing they close for the following 6 months, we're going to reward them an extra $100 in the closing.
Wow.
6 closings.
Up to 6 closings, right?
Yeah.
So they could earn even more than what the course cost.
Right. So
say that's
correct.
Earn more back than they even invested in themselves.
Well, it's an investment in them. They're investing in themselves. You're investing in them. It's a win-win. I truly believe in win-win. If you do everything for them, they never get better. If you don't, it's always, we have to have that interconnectedness, interdependence rather than dependence.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hey, is there anything else you wanted to add, Key? I mean, I think
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Excellent. So we're looking at February, March, and
correct.
Good. Excellent.
Well, hold on. February. Tell them when we start interviewing.
Our class is starting February 11th.
But when do we start? We start interviewing
2 weeks before, right?
Correct. Well, the doors will be open January the 4th. January the 4th is when I start interviewing.
Oh, January the 4th.
So they can start registering as soon as this video hits them. They can register. The registration page is there. They can register, and they need to know there's a limit.
Yeah.
So,
so we've got, the between 24 to 30.
Yeah, for the maximum 30, maximum.
Yes. And one other thing I want to just make clear with you, we're really encouraging our agents to attend this in person on that Thursday morning
in our meeting room.
In our meeting room, and it's only, of course, only those in the meeting room are in the class. And however, if they're more comfortable participating at home, they're going to be invited to participate.
Correct.
As long as they have quiet space, uninterrupted, and no excuses.
That's right. I love that, Jeff.
We are committed to win, certainly, and we know that by helping our agents win, we win. So, looking forward to doing this with you.
Thank you, Key. Appreciate it.
Thank you.